My name is Jasmine Holdway, and I'm a graduate of the University of Guelph. I would like to welcome you to the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences Convocation ceremony this morning. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduates, and we take great pride in this convocation. I'd like to tell you a little about the proceedings today. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent that history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and the magisteriate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are red. The University of Guelph crest that you can see on the curtains behind me and shown on the cover of the convocation program also represents our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links with the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to liberal arts through the book, to the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to abundance in agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum Cognoscere Causis, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall are also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the start of the procession of graduands, the students who are coming to graduate today. This will be followed by the arrival of the mace leading the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is the ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and mace is the provost, members of the administration and honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The degrees will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories, representing the specific degree being awarded within the college. We will begin with doctorates and magisteriates, followed by the baccalaureate degrees. The name reader will present scholars to the provost by degree category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This moment will be videoed, and technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live cast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. The provost will greet each student at center stage, and a photograph will be taken. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your applause until after each group of graduands has crossed the stage. There will be an opportunity for a truly thunderous applause. Once all the degrees are conferred and all the cheers are cheered, the provost will close the ceremony and a recessional will play. Please remain standing during the recessional until all the platform party has processed out of the hall. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs are hosting a social media program developed especially for convocation. Please share your photos, memories, and advice with graduating students by joining us on social media and using the hashtag #GuelphGrad. Finally, may I be the first person to congratulate the graduands on their various successes and offer my congratulations to the family and friends who are here to support them. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Guelph.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriots' love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I would like to acknowledge the Attawandaron people on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph resides, and offer respect to our Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors as we strengthen our relationships with them. We celebrate this day as a diverse community representing many faiths as well as many who are not religious. Can this day be significant both academically and spiritually for all of us? I believe it can. For those who are parents or friends of one of these graduates, you know today is significant. Some of you may be so surprised and even shocked that your son, daughter, or friend made it to this day that you now believe in miracles, if not God. You're proud of what they have achieved. As they face the challenge of finding the right context to apply their education, may you continue your support, always mindful that to be loving, caring, and encouraging is at the heart of providing the spiritual support that we all need in life. To the students before me who are graduating today, may you be thankful, determined, and good. Thankful for your parents, your profs, and the life force that brought you into existence, determined to make this a better world, and good, both in your field and in your character. If spirituality is about values more than beliefs, you have been encouraged at the University of Guelph to embrace life-enhancing values like caring and compassion, along with academic achievement. Whether you believe in a higher being, an impersonal life force, or simply in life, love, and goodness in our universe, may this be one of the most significant days of your life as you become more equipped than ever in whatever field you go into to change lives and improve life. Amen, which means so be it. You may be seated.
Welcome and good morning, members of the board, honorary fellows, faculty of the university, family, friends, and most important, graduates. I also extend a particular welcome to today's convocation speaker, Dr. Gwen Chapman, Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences. And welcome to this celebration of convocation at the University of Guelph. I am Charlotte Yates. I'm the Provost and Vice President Academic at the University of Guelph, and today I have the added privilege of serving as the Acting Vice Chancellor for today's convocation. I'm pleased to welcome you to convocation today, and as we begin the convocation, I'd like to offer you a few congratulatory remarks. First off, graduates, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, and today is a sign that you have made it. Well done and well deserved. Graduation day is all about transitions, moving from one thing to another, and it's one of a number of transitions that you have already made. Last fall, we had the opportunity to welcome our new first-year students to the University of Guelph campus. We reminded them that besides being the incoming class of 2015, they were the graduating class of 2019. That was a moment of us traveling forward in time. Just for a moment, I'd like to travel back in time to the day that you first arrived on this campus a few years ago. Remember how it felt to set foot on campus for the first time as a new student? A mixture of excitement, anticipation, perhaps a little nervousness, maybe confidence and hope, but fear all at the same time. Well, you figured it out, and today is testament to that. Exploring campus, navigating your classrooms and your laboratories, finding new friends, mentors, and perhaps discovering a little bit about the Guelph community itself. And perhaps most important of all, you discovered something, a lot, hopefully, about yourselves. This was a time of transition, going from what you were to what you would become, including, by the way, becoming a Griffin. Now it's time for the next transition, and maybe you're feeling that familiar mixture of hope and optimism, together with a little trepidation and uncertainty. So think back over the past few years of your studies here at Guelph. You leave us today having gained a whole new body of knowledge in your field, and having had a chance to study and work with renowned teachers and researchers. As part of a learning-centered, research-intensive campus, you've witnessed breakthroughs in scholarship and research. You've been part of a diverse, welcoming community, opening to differing opinions and shared learning and discovery. And what you have learned goes way beyond strict subject matter and the classroom. An important part of our mission as the university has been to provide you with the tools to successfully adapt and navigate through the complexities and dynamics of a modern society. In our fast-paced world, the gap between knowledge generation and knowledge application has narrowed. New ideas become new products at an unprecedented pace. Information and communication technologies and the related democratization of learning and knowledge have become game changers. Effectively, the distance between today and tomorrow has narrowed. That presents challenges as well as opportunities for all of us. A key challenge with change and transition is uncertainty, the very thing you may be feeling or facing right now. And it's a challenge, but it's also a wonderful opportunity. The opportunity lies in finding what we call the upside of uncertainty, taking uncertainty and change and adapting in a healthy way. What does that mean? Here on campus, it means researchers and scholars anticipate problems and opportunities and develop solutions, including solutions to problems that don't even exist yet. For you graduates, it means getting the job done, and getting it done well, all while thinking and being future leaders and thinkers. Here at the University of Guelph, we've tried to help you to learn to adapt to and indeed thrive in tomorrow's ever-changing world. We have looked to provide you not just with facts and curriculum, but with life skills, for tools for your lifelong survival kit. Today, you face a new transition. Some of you will continue on to graduate school. Others will be finding work. Others will be traveling and perhaps taking time to think about what next steps you want to take. Whatever your next step, here at Guelph, we have attempted to provide you with the analytic and qualitative skills you need to look beyond the world today and to succeed through innovation and problem solving in new and interesting ways. You have learned, I hope, about adaptation and creativity. In effect, you have learned how to learn, and that's a good thing. As you leave behind the formal classrooms and labs, your learning doesn't end today. In a sense, it's just beginning. Lifelong learning, we call it officially. That is the process of learning and adapting and applying that learning in new, exciting ways over your careers and over your lifetimes. We like to call it turning knowledge into action, bringing breakthrough ideas to life in powerful ways that change people's lives. You've spent the past few years as part of the university community. And I hope you've also had a chance to learn how you fit into that wider community. Taking that wider view will be essential for you in tomorrow's world. The problems out there are multifaceted ones. They're complex. Over the years, you will see that you will need to bring together the many pieces of knowledge that you have gained, blending that with ideas and perspectives and different disciplines, and applying that knowledge in innovative and exciting ways. That's knowledge in action. That's finding the upside of uncertainty. As you enter this next exciting and somewhat daunting stage of your lives, I encourage you to draw upon your University of Guelph experiences as learners and as members of this special community, and to bring the best you have to offer to every experience and opportunity. Continue to take pride in your achievements. Embrace the opportunities that arrive. Look to create your own opportunities, opportunities that will shape our future, opportunities to define who we are, and to see the future through a broader lens. Universities are among the few places in society where a large part of our purpose is to foster ideas, creativity, and innovation, to dream and to inspire hope. That's exciting. It's also bold and imaginative, and it's something of which you have been a part. I encourage you to find ways to take what you have learned here to engage with and make a difference in your world, in our world. And one more thing, and this one is a certainty. Once a Griffin, always a Griffin. Thank you. This morning's convocation address will be delivered by Gwen Chapman, Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences. Dr. Chapman became Dean of the College of Applied and Human Sciences in February 2016. So she, in a way, is an incoming student of the university just as you are leaving. Prior to that, she was a professor of human nutrition at the University of British Columbia, where she served as director of the Food, Nutrition, and Health Program and associate dean academic in the Faculty of Land and Food Systems. I am pleased to invite Dean Chapman to now give the convocation address.
Madam Provost, colleagues, parents, friends, and graduates. Congratulations. You did it. You made it. What an exciting day for you. I certainly expect that all of you and the family and friends that are here to support you are feeling very proud at this moment, as you should. But as the Provost mentioned in her remarks, those feelings of pride are probably mixed with feelings of anticipation, perhaps some feelings of uncertainty, and a bit of anxiety as well, as you ponder what your next steps will be. As graduates, you are coming to the end of a few years of being immersed in the University of Guelph community. You have sat in many lectures, worked on projects, written exams, eaten meals, socialized, maybe had a few drinks along the way. You've made new friends, met amazing people, and you've created a lot of memories here. In contrast, as the Provost said in her introductory words for me, I'm actually a newcomer to the University of Guelph. I moved here in January to start my role as Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences in February. I had spent the previous 25 years, all of my academic career, at the University of British Columbia, where I was a professor of human nutrition. I taught many courses. I built a research program exploring social and cultural aspects of people's eating habits. And in more recent years, I had started to take on some academic leadership roles. I'd reached a point where I was doing some reflecting on where I wanted to put my energies for the next stage of my career, much as I suspect many of you are reflecting on where you want to put your energies for the next while. In my case, I figured I had 10 to 15 years left before retirement. You, of course, have many more years ahead of you than that. But I was pondering, Do I want to offer to teach some new courses? Do I want to bring together a team of researchers to work on developing another big research grant? Did I want to move more fully into academic leadership? In the midst of that, somebody sent me an email that said, "Hey, the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences at the University of Guelph is looking for a new dean. You should apply." I very quickly sent a reply with an emphatic no. I don't want to leave UBC. I don't want to move to Ontario. I don't want to put myself out there for a position like that. As you will have figured out, that email was not my final answer on the question of whether I would apply for the position. The possibility kept niggling at me. I knew about the University of Guelph. I knew its reputation as a top comprehensive university in Canada, one that prided itself not only on the quality of the research conducted here, but also on providing an exceptional student experience with emphasis on learner-centered education, lots of opportunities for experiential learning, for connecting students and researchers to communities and organizations outside of the university, while also providing a supportive, accepting community within campus. These were all values that matched very well with my own values and priorities. I also knew that Guelph was known as Canada's food university. My own academic work had always focused on food, right from my undergraduate major in dietetics and nutrition. At UBC, I was in a faculty, what would be called a college here, that had food in its name, the Faculty of Land and Food Systems. That was a good fit for me, but maybe it would be an even better fit to be somewhere where the whole university claimed an interest in food, not to mention having the top-rated campus food services in Canada. And this college, the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, also spoke to me. Although I had started out specifically in applied human nutrition, as I worked for a couple of years as a dietitian, it became clear to me that educating people about nutrition wasn't enough. Most people already have a pretty good understanding of what healthy eating looks like, but often that doesn't translate into what we actually eat. So as I embarked on my graduate studies and my research career, wanting to get a better understanding of the varied factors that shape our food habits, I was drawn more and more into social sciences. Sociological questions about how our social relationships and our social identities shape the way we eat, and how what we eat communicates to others who we are, our gender, our age, our social class. Anthropological questions about links between culture and foodways. Geographic questions about relationships between place and food habits, how the ways we eat are shaped by where we live. So what a great fit for me to be in a college that encompasses all of that. And so here I am. I obviously did leave UBC, I did move to Ontario, and I'm delighted to be here as dean for the next stage of my career. But enough about me. I do know that today is about you. I wanted to share a bit of my story with you, though, because I think that there are some take-home messages in there that may be helpful to you at this point in your life journey. You've accomplished something significant. You are receiving a degree from the University of Guelph. This is a milestone. It's the end of one leg of your life journey, but it's certainly not the end of your journey. There are many legs ahead of you. What are some words of advice that I can give you to serve as guideposts as you navigate that road ahead? Well, first, know that that road ahead of you is not like the prairie roads that I grew up on, straight, flat, where you can see for kilometers ahead of you right into a glorious sunset. It's much more like the mountain roads that I came to know in my years in British Columbia. Lots of curves. You can't see what is ahead, but you know there will be steep slopes to climb, valleys to get through, and spectacular scenery along the way. My second point, be open to possibilities that present themselves to you along the road. Don't reject opportunities out of hand just because they seem like too big of a jump, because they would take you out of your comfort zone, or they feel too risky. My third point, know what your core values, priorities, interests are, and be true to them. What were the things that were important to you that brought you to the University of Guelph for your undergraduate degree? What were the interests, skills, and passions that led you to the majors, minors that you are graduating with today? What were the ideas, concepts, activities, experiences that captivated you over the last 4 years or so? What are the values you learned to appreciate here? My fourth point is about the importance of social and applied human sciences, the study of society, of social relationships, and human behavior. It often seems that the rhetoric in mainstream media, business leaders, and politicians emphasizes the value of the so-called STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and of the study of business and commerce. But as I learned through my own early professional experience, it is not sufficient to just know how things work at a biological, chemical, mathematical, or economic level. To translate that knowledge in ways that will change human behavior, the ways people interact with each other and the world around us, we need to understand how people work, how we relate to, learn from, and respond to each other. Many of the natural science research agencies are now asking researchers to include social scientists in their research teams to help them ensure that the findings of their research can be transferred into practical settings. Whether the degree you are receiving today is a Bachelor of Applied Science, a Bachelor of Arts, or a Bachelor of Science, if you are a graduate of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, then I know that you have a solid foundation in those human social sciences. Never doubt the importance of what you have learned here, and that you will be able to put that knowledge and those skills to use for the betterment of society. Finally, I want to highlight that my 4 points are not independent points. They interact with each other. You don't know what is ahead of you on the road you are traveling, but you do bring with you well-established interests and values and a toolkit that you have been filling throughout your years at Guelph. Tools that help you to understand people and society, tools of critical thinking, the ability to process information and to learn, the ability to express yourself in a variety of ways, openness to diverse ways of thinking and being. Opportunities will present themselves to you along your journey, opportunities for you to use your skills, apply your knowledge, follow your passions, be true to your values. But there will also be many opportunities for you to add to your toolkit, to learn new skills, develop new passions, adopt new ways of thinking. Be open to all of those opportunities. Who knows where you will end up? Maybe you too will deliver a convocation address someday. But for today, let me close by saying you are taking with you many memories, experiences, skills, and a sense of community that will last your lifetime. Move forward with pride, celebrate what you have accomplished, and know that you are well prepared for an exciting and scenic road ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean Chapman, for these wise words of advice. And for me, one of the lessons is the power of new beginnings. They don't only start today, they start throughout our lives. So thank you very much. Now it is your moment. So will the graduating class please rise? Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto. Let us all congratulate these scholars on their accomplishments.
And now, will members of the graduating class please be seated?
Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science. Before we proceed, though, I just want to address everybody and say good morning and welcome, and also to remind the audience that as your graduate passes the stage, I'm sure you're going to be delighted, happy, excited. We encourage you to express that excitement through audible gestures, hoots, hollers, dances in the hallways, whatever you wish. But we would ask that you retain and hold back on general applause until after each collective group of graduates has received their degree and greeted the provost, and I will indicate when that is. So now, I would like to welcome and present these scholars that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science Honors Program. Megan Frances Arpey Robertson, with distinction. Courtney Victoria Bell, with distinction. Thank you. Renee Nicole Berdusco, with distinction. Nicole Catherine Bransfield. Jason Carrasco, with distinction. Bianca Felicity Anastasia Cordero, with distinction. Amanda Catherine Cunningham, with distinction. Marissa Margaret Dales, with distinction. Joanna Glishinsky. Caitlin Nicole Hansen. Daniela May Jellick. Stephanie Leanne Jones. Paulina Agata Kostecki. Jacqueline Yoke-Hay Lam, with distinction. Nicole Leibowitz, with distinction. Amber Carly Lyle, with distinction. Lauren McNeil, with distinction. Avery Chanel Nuren, with distinction. Sonia Ogilvy, with distinction. Carly Marie Patterson. Tanya Pecknick, with distinction. Brooke Margaret Ryan, with distinction. Kelly Smith. Carly Suter. Sarah Ashley Willems. Sydney Lynn Withers, with distinction. Annette Zuberzicki. Let's congratulate these scholars from the Bachelor of Applied Science. Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Jessica Abraham. Okay. Eden Olivia Ambrose. Elsa Colleen Bagg, with distinction. Samantha Beatty. Jessica Caitlin Blatt. Joshua Thomas Brick. Kiernan Leonard Cassidy. Matthew Castaldo. Emily Noel Clark. Spencer Charles Collins. Jordan Conway, with distinction. Leah Michelle Kornblum, with distinction. Elijah Oakes Coate. Emily Crocker, with distinction. Avery Dawn Sear. Catherine DeClerc. Sarah Lil Doherty. Deanna Rose Ig. Cassandra K. Einboden, with distinction. Corbin Matthew Etienne. Blake Gallagher. Alejandro Enrique Gonzalez Tinoco. Mark Robert Goodall, with distinction. Veronica Giovanna Guglietti. Jillian Sarah Harries. Victoria Mary Hartung. Michaela Ruth Louise Hilborn, with distinction. Carly Brienne Jardine. Gonje Castrati. Cassandra Elan Jarvis Calertis. Angie Elizabeth Marie Keller. Stephanie Koutsoulianos, with distinction. Cayman Kudlak. Alice Lishansky. Carmenpreet Kaur Mangat. Noelle Markle. Bronte Jane Merrow. Caitlin Brooke Matthews. Andrew John Archie Matten, with distinction. Rhiannon Maureen McNamara. William Gregory Moore. Connor Francis Morgan Oswald. Nicholas Adam Pappas. Bethany Lynn Parkinson, with distinction. Awesome. Nicholas Quinn. Thank you, Peter. Peter Ricciardi. Lee Robinson. Thank you. Tess Ryan. Alinka Stefan, with distinction. Lauren Stemmerman. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine Ann Wallace. John Harrison Walsh. Garar Jha, with distinction. Please join me in congratulating these scholars from the Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Arts General Program. Katia Alexandra Almeida. Samantha Brophy. Paul Robert Cafarato. Sean Kate. Daniel Clark. Ezra Meyer Cohen. Adam Curry. Devin Anthony Dos Santos. Taylor M. Durand McGee. Brittany Elise Eno. Daniel Vincent Ferraro. Ellie Yi Kai Fowler. Stephen Thomas Freed. Mitchell Gundy. Josie M. Hunter. Kareem Malcolm. Christopher McDougall. Melissa Ray McLeod. Grace Melvin. Kira Mary Kathleen Overton. Jordan Joaquim Pereira. Tyler Ruffle McDonald. Taylor Smith. Ryan James Taylor. Thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa Thurkeldson. Nicole Elizabeth Vanderpost. Erica Ruth Judith Wilson. Madam Provost, let's join in congratulating this group of scholars with the Bachelor of Honors General Program. Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors Program. Kim Patricia Barton. Brittany Elizabeth Davies with distinction. Raylan Elise Fowles. Richard Alexander Russin with distinction. Joseph Sexton. Sean Robert Taylor. John Barbeau Tweedy. Join me in congratulating this group of scholars who have completed the Bachelor of Science Honors Program.
While we're in the applauding mood, can you please join me in thanking Associate Dean Sheldrick for his masterful reading of all these graduates. Madam Provost, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduands not present. Well, graduates, this is just about it. You did it. Congratulations. And now that you've had your degree conferred upon you, I can also welcome all of you to the Griffin alumni family, a growing family. This week, more than 3,400 new graduates are joining that family. Worldwide, the University of Guelph alumni now number more than 125,000 people. So imagine who you'll meet in the weeks and days and years to come, many Griffins along the path. We're very proud of your accomplishments here at the University of Guelph and look forward to seeing how the foundations you have developed as a student will support you in the future. We want to celebrate your achievements and successes and hope you will stay in touch. Remember that at the University of Guelph, you are always welcome. Graduates, you've made memories here, including today's ceremony. Remember this as well. You are a student for a short time, but you are a Griffin forever. We never let you go. So this concludes our formal convocation ceremony. I'd like to make a couple of remarks before we leave. Dean Gwen Chapman will host a reception for all graduates and their guests in Creelman Hall. This is an opportunity to congratulate each other, to introduce your family and friends to one another, and to celebrate. So we hope that you can attend. Graduates, once you have taken all your photographs, please return your gowns and hoods to the tent outside. One more note. This week we have 22 convocation ceremonies. Waiting outside is the next group of families eager to see their graduate walk across the stage. To help us prepare the hall for that next group, would you please exit through the doors to the right and or the left and proceed from there. Thank you for your cooperation, and I hope you've enjoyed today. And with this, I declare that convocation is dismissed.